Today I have a new junk journal spread to share with you. So in this video I'm using Tincika Designs EllenOscar collection. So Tincika Designs is an Etsy shop, and whenever I use that collection I always link the shop below in the description, so you can find that there if you want to have a look through her beautiful designs. And the EllenOscar collection is one of my favorites that she's done so far. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and in that collection you get a few pattern papers. So I've taken one of the pattern papers here and I've used a template that I just made myself a little while ago, and I've just cut out the envelope shape because I want to make a pocket with this paper. So I just printed this paper onto just normal printer paper because I thought I was going to collage it onto a page originally. So it's really thin, so I wanted to back it onto something to keep it sturdy, but also when you open the envelope you can see the other side at the top part of the envelope, which I didn't want that to just be plain white, so I thought I would collage that onto just some vintage style pattern paper that I have, so it makes it sturdy and also adds some pattern on the inside of the envelope. So I've just stuck that onto the card using gel matte medium, and then I've gone over the top of all of that as well just to make sure it's extra secure. And then once it's all dry I will cut it out. Then I'm just using my ruler to fold up all of the edges that will need folding with the envelope. I'm going to add a design on the back of the envelope, so I wanted to make sure I could see which part was the front and back and so on. So I chose this little label piece from the EllenOscar collection, and I've inked that around the edges with a pink distress ink, and then I'm just going to use some scraps to add a bit of interest and dimension behind that. So I have a pink pattern paper and I have a scrap of lace, and then I'm also going to add this grid style washi tape onto some areas of the envelope as well, and some lace over that as well. I wanted to create a journal card to go inside the envelope, and I thought I would use the same collection so that everything matches. And I have the journal card on the left hand side of the screen there, you can see, and I'll cut that out. And I wanted to create a tab for the journal card as well to make it easier to pull it in and out of the envelope. So I took one of the tab pieces and I used some of that grid style washi to cover over the back so it wasn't just white. And then on the back of that journal card I'm going to use the part of the background paper that I trimmed off, and just stick that on the back, so again everything is all matching and coherent. I went to my sewing machine and I've sewn along the pieces of lace on the envelope, and then I'm adding some double-sided tape onto the two tabs and sticking them down, and that creates the envelope. I just cut off anything that overlaps, and that's the envelope done. So I'm going to ink around the edges with the pink Distress Oxide ink as well. I also sewed around the entire edge of my journal card, so everything matches, and I like the look of it as well. So that's my envelope and journal card complete once I've inked around the journal card with the pink Distress ink as well, and then I can work on what I want to put on the journal card. I'm also adding some lace through the tab on the journal card as well. Usually I create spreads based on a certain day, whereas this time I'm just adding some things, some nice comments and things that I've gotten on videos or messages or emails that I've received, just nice comments, so that they're just things that I would like to look back on in the future if I'm ever doubting myself or need a bit of inspiration. There are some lovely things that people have said, so I thought I would add them all to my journal. So I've added a big picture on the back of my journal card, and I'm just going to add one of these label stickers. I'm going to fussy cut it because there's quite a lot of white on it, and this is more of a vintage theme layout, so I didn't want too much white. And once I've fussy cut that out and stuck that down, I'll ink around the edge with the pink Distress ink and add the date to that little label. So on the other side of the journal card, I'm adding some more comments and things, and the other half of that label that I used to add the date into that one as well. And that's my journal card and my envelope all completed, so I can now work on my page. And where I've spent so much time and effort on the envelope and journal card, I thought I would just do a single page this time. I'd usually do a double page spread, but I thought I would just do a single one this time because I didn't have loads of things to add to this page. So I added some of that grid style washi tape down the right hand side, and also I stapled in some of the lace. I added double-sided tape to the flap at the top of the envelope so I could add that into my journal. This way nothing gets covered up, so I didn't have to stick down the back of the envelope because that would have wasted all the work I did. I wanted to add some pink to my layout, so I just used my watercolours and added some splatters onto the page. And I've just cut out a journal card and a tag from the EllenOscar collection, and I'm going to use these as layering pieces behind my photos. I've added a couple more photos, some phrase stickers and some journaling on the journal card, and then I just have a pink metallic pen and I'm just adding a few little doodles here and there. And that's my page all finished. So make sure you check out Tincika Designs on Etsy. As I said, her shop is always linked below. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for being here. Bye guys.